This is Agricultural Research Council of Nigerian Television. My name is Joshua. I shall welcome you to special reports on ARCN TV. Today on special reports, we're here in the Agricultural Research Council of Nigerian headquarters, witnessing or rather being a part of the 68th quarterly meeting of the National Committee of Head of Colleges of Agriculture and Related Disciplines, which is going to be headed by the Executive Secretary of Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria, Dr. Abubakar Adamu Daban. Stay tuned and take a look.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this meeting offers us an opportunity to reflect on our shared goals. Let me take you this moment to update you on some of the key actions the Council have undertaken since my assumption of office. We remain firmly committed to pursue the inclusion of Federal Colleges of Agriculture under the coverage of the Tertiary Educational Trust Fund. We believe the colleges deserve equitable access to funding for infrastructure, staff development, research, and capacity building, as do their counterparts in university, polytechnic, colleges of education. We will continue our faithful engagement with TED Fund and continue to advocate vigorously until this becomes a reality. The Council has reiterated that the review of the condition and system of services for both the National Agricultural Research Council, NARIS, and the Federal College of Agriculture, FCAS. This is a crucial step towards aligning our institution with standards in line with the global best practices, improving staff welfare, enhancing institutional performances. We are working closely with the Office of the Head of Service of the Federation on this matter. We will also be working with all the relevant stakeholders as we go forward with this process. Also, following the recent needs assessment baseline study, we have commenced strategies in direction with the National Agricultural Development Fund. The insights from the exercise are invaluable, and we are committed to seeing the effort being translated into actionable intervention that will strengthen our institutions and improve service delivery. Finally, the Council is in the process of updating the guidelines for management of the NARIS and FCAS. This is to ensure that the guidelines reflect current reality in our system and enhance seamless coordination in the system. Closing, in conclusion, I urge all to continue fostering collaboration, innovation, and excellence in our respective colleges. In line with Mr. President's Renew Hope agenda, we will share a collective resolve to grow the best talent in agricultural education subsector, and we owe it to them to deliver. Thank you once again for your dedication and for the work you do every day to shape the next generation of agricultural professionals. God bless you all. God bless the ARCN and the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I declare this meeting open because very soon I'll be going around. Now, I've known everybody by your name, by your faces, by your action, by your capacity. I'll be going around very soon. Timetable, we have done timetable for visitation. But I wanted to key into this agenda with me, which already we have developed a software. We want to have a policy of know your staff. It's a new policy which I think we should all key into for some reasons. We need a database to plan because we have been left behind. When they call us for something, we don't have the figure. And with that figure, you can't plan. Because population matters a lot. You have population, you plan very well. But if you give wrong figure, you will pay dearly for that. That's what happened in our population census. Many people they underestimate the power of census, and now they are paid dearly for it. Marginalization, resource control, and development. So people that are smart enough, they are enjoying it. And whatever you are doing now, you only build on that. And many sponsors will come, they will say postpone. They will work on it. And population is going geometrically. What do we do? Our schools we are express bedroom from our colleges and this thing. What do we do? The issue of awarding professors in our scheme and condition of service, we're trying to draw that line of research professors to come along with the scheme of service. That's why we can call on you at any time, the union, because we can't do it alone. That's why we say every stakeholder must be on there to achieve this. So when we have the final draft, we'll come together, the unions, to see how, if it is okay, you look at it. So do we get it right or not? Because it's high time we start having our professor of research. Not even university. When we have a professor here, nobody can come here and stampede us. The issue of know your staff I was talking about, honestly, if I tell you that I know my staff here, I'm lying. They'll tell you they have 100, they'll tell you they have 200. When I enter office, I went there just unannounced. I open here, I see 2. I open here, I see 3. And I say, when I calculated that, maybe I'm having maybe 60 or 100, and they say they're 300 or something. How do we justify this? And that's why I say, we have to embark on operation know your staff. What we do, the software will be developed, will be sent to every institution through their heads. They will look for the IT. It can be online. It should be online. It's easy to access. There's information you are going to give us. Just like we're going to generate permanent nominal rule. Not ask you to bring a nominal rule. You go and be changing things. We have found a reason, because we resolve many issues there from Kano. When somebody has to pay a nominal rule, they have to, when we say, okay, bring the files, they have to do the right thing. There's no you can daughter somebody's file. Once they say, we want to see the file, forget about the nominal rule. And when they bring the file, the true amount. That's how we solve that problem. But I told them that we are not here to shut anybody. We are not here to change. Whatever belongs to Caesar, you give it to Caesar. And then we will go. Leave everything to God to judge. So on the run, we'll be able to solve that between the union and the management. I know management, I'm part of the management. Union, therefore, the other side. So I cannot leave my personal point to suffer. If you suffer, I will suffer. So when we solve the issue was laid to rest. So we are looking forward to conduct another exam. So what I urge you to do is that whenever we call you, we are going to write a letter. We don't do verbal. We have to communicate either through email or this, but you must receive a copy of hard copy. We should do all the templates are there. You log in. When you feel log in there, if you claim you have an academic record, or your primary everything, you download it and upload. After uploading all of them, for every staff in your school will do it. When they upload it there, we will now have the database there. We will now print everything out. They will not tell you when you are coming to your school. Operation show your no proxy. No, you can't come by proxy. By proxy, if you come by proxy, 3 months later you don't get it. Because we are going to write a letter to IPPS, budget, and everything, informing them of what we want to do. We want to reduce wastages. People will not come to work. Somebody is working somewhere, deceiving himself that is deceiving you. If you want to talk because they say, because your brother is a commissioner, you don't want to talk, they are trying to stampede you. But now we have gotten the result because we have all the information. And if I didn't do that, I will not be fair to some of the heirs there, because they are suffering. If you talk, they will say, my father has a connection with the president. They will remove you, threatening you. Threatening no more. We are here to do the right thing, and I need your support. So by the time we do that, when you come, we have a boardroom where we can stay with your union, with the team of management. You come with, you know them. So you have to identify them. We are working with the National Union. So when you come, you bring your CV. We don't want a statement of original. We have already established a link between all the universities with the registry unit. We want to take it from there, we'll take it to the next level. Even to lobby. I know what capacity proposals that can come together, even we have to lobby to get through the bill. We'll go there. I know it's not be easy, but we'll pray. Yes. We'll achieve that. That's why I say, why I say prayer. Prayer is the key. Because this is, people are using low school to cover, to siphon our money, to undermine our people intelligence. Once you are not from a main campus, you are outcast. I'm telling you. And that's why I told them that I'm for protecting the environment. I understand the system better. That's why I'm happy to be in this gathering. That if you are for university system, you only do things of university system. You are from protecting sector, you do things that are common with you. Award HND, award HND. My department just left now, all the way for St. Joe to come here, cost to call. So it's very important for us to understand this thing. If you are running a program like your own and you come to it will be easier to blend, because you can't run a course while there is no accreditation. A course that a student cannot get admission somewhere, they will tell you your course is not accredited. All those things that we need to bring them back. Accreditation of courses and accreditation of courses is very important. So our children will be able to have at least a say. Even of getting admission abroad, they will check the list. When last you have accreditation? 10 years ago. It's due for another one. Where's the money? I know such there's the things you buy. Telescope is money. And most of them are already out of use. You need to have latest equipment. Where is the money? So thank God we have approached Najib, and that one is also coming up, inshallah. But after they come up, at least we should be able to have good infrastructure, even without waiting for government to come with their budget. Because we are all living at the mercy of consultancy allowances, which sometimes you will be hanging. You hang. It won't come at when you want to come. But if you have 34, you have Najib, you have this, you have to hell with them. You know, when you're having about 100 to 100 billion, your staff are given staff training, 400 million or 1 billion. Infrastructure, this one, different program for your school. Equipment, development, buy this and that, for the loan. So by the time you get out those money and you start developing it, say, where do you get money? Go to some schools, some particular they are there now, they have structures, no student. They are just building structures. And every year they give them that money. They give the money every year. But some of them still structures, no student. I'm telling you, they have one of the best. So why don't you leave them, let them rest for 5 years? Come to colleges and an institute. So let's learn how to revive them. Most of our students are dying because of the laboratories are dying. Things are there obsolete. When you go there, there's no money. There's no money, and that's the truth. But if you don't have money, you can't do anything. You can't use salary to be doing work for government. So we are working on that. So by the grace of God, I want to write a memo so that we will now push it together. By the time we go to write a memo concerning them, we go to minister. We have to go places.
Yes.
We go to our agriculture.
Yes.
Tell them that this is our move.
Yes.
Our farm secretary, they should help us. Talk to your counterpart from the Minister of Education. So by the time they go for their federation meeting, they should go their memo, some memo. Because this you have to do memo. If you have a good memo, and then you'll be able to talk to your colleagues to support you. You go underground. Yesterday, I think it's information. One will see the years of Nadi. We have to go underground again to see who can talk to who and who will listen. Unfortunately, we are lucky. When they say it's your travel yesterday, but when they come back, they will call us to have a meeting in their parlor. We will sit down together with the union. We can't do it alone. So we have a team of people that will come. If you have how many, we will look at their own scheme of service. We will serve aside. If there is a 10 journal, I will be 15 journal. So that we will move ahead. So by the time our own is loaded, they say, no, can't do it. And we have it. Every day we research. We have many journals. But because when you do your journal, it's ended anywhere. So people will be discouraged. Have a copy of those things. Let's just make a design. If you have my number, you can send it to my WhatsApp. We'll print, we'll look at your own, we'll look at submission, then we'll call chairman to come. So this is what we have. How do we put it together? By the time we do those things, we want to have a complete draft. So by the time we want to pass this one first, so I'll be long overdue. Let them do this one, let them start enjoying this one. We know that we're already there. So we now start working on the new one because it's due for review. For 5 years.
Today is our 68th regular quarterly meeting. For some of us, this might be this will be our last meeting as members of Nachcard, and we thank God. It has been a very, very wonderful journey to be part of this noble committee. When we started, I look back at when we started and where we are today. It's been full of ups and downs, but to the glory of the Almighty, at least we are still pushing forward. And let me appreciate the tenacity of each and every one of us, because we know that it is not easy to manage our institutions. We are faced with so many challenges, so many issues to grapple with at our individual institution level, at state and national level. And every now and then, we travel up and down to ensure that things move forward in our colleges. I know that challenges vary depending on circumstances that prevail in our various states and various parts of our country. But it has been a very wonderful time, like I said. At least when we come together like this, we interact, we encourage ourselves, and we share experiences and gain more insight into how to tackle some of those challenges that we are faced with. And as a body, it has also helped us to forge friendships and collaborations, at least both formal and informal, that I believe is going to be, some of which is going to be long-lasting, even beyond our tenure as provosts or heads in our colleges. We are matured, and we are here to see way out of whatever challenges that we may be facing as colleges, as institutions, and as a body. And it is very good that we've been able to iron this out, trash it, and because when the issue was very hot, Asuka were relaying with some of us in Nachcard, and we tried to, balance it in the sense that Mr. President has made his appointment, and that is final. And what Asuka can advocate for is that maybe henceforth or in future, such should be guided against. But at the same time, I was also going to say that just like Dr. Wosimbo said, that when God does things, thank God we are all believers. At least we all believe in God. When God does his things, is for a purpose. For a purpose. And if anybody from anywhere, university, polytechnic, or an internal person, whoever becomes chief executive of any organization, whoever becomes the head, even the president of a country, whoever becomes, is because God wants the person to be there. Okay? So the issue of even guiding against it in future, we should not, let it, we should not be so adamant about it. That's the point I'm trying to make. Even though we may have our own preference as an organization, as members of academic staff in colleges of agriculture and related disciplines, We may have our own choice or preference, but if it is somebody from the university that will come and solve our problem, if that is what God wants, how God wants it to be, we shouldn't fight against God. President, we shouldn't fight against God. You have expressed your feelings as a body of Asuka, and which, of course, sentimentally, those of us that grew up in the system, we also align with. But on the final note, whatever has happened, number one. Number two, even in future, where it happens, in future, where it happens, we shouldn't bicker so much about it. We can state our grievances. We can fight for our grievances. We can let the authorities that matter, know that this is what we want. Of course, even ASUP, everybody is protecting their territory. We also have the right to protect our territory. Abi? We have the right to protect our territory. So people in the university, professors, cannot blame us that we are protecting our territory, as much as we cannot blame them for also protecting their territory. So we can protect our territory. But what we are saying is that whoever is appointed, whoever the process has thrown up, we have the obligation to embrace them and work together with them. And that is what we will continue to do.
In fact, this may interest you to know that in our college there at Kaba, we have had 3 female provosts in succession. I'm the third one since 2016. And the 3 of us have now reached the status of a professor. But one major concern, which I want to plead with you to please use your good office to help us with, is, sometimes I feel that for us in the Division of Agricultural Colleges, we are like outcast because we don't belong here and we don't belong there. We are under Ahmadu Bello University, and when it comes to opportunities such as interventions, if it comes to the university, they tell us we are under the division, we are not to benefit. And when it comes to federal colleges of agriculture also, they say they are under the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria, so they don't mention us there. And I can see from your key actions and what you have been doing, you just mentioned that you are also going for a meeting on a TED fund. And you'll be fighting for the colleges under your office. So if you look at the list, you see that these 3 colleges are not there. Just now, a list was passed, and when it came to me, I look at it, I didn't see the 3 colleges on the list. So I was like, what am I doing here? And when my immediate president handed over to me, I saw in the handover notes that we are a member of Nachcard. There was a meeting I was supposed to attend. This is my first meeting. There was one I was supposed to attend. In fact, I couldn't make it, and I sent my deputy to come and attend. He came here, but he was not allowed to attend the meeting because he was told we are not part of it. It's only applies to federal colleges of agriculture. So I don't know, please, I'm pleading with you, sir, whatever you can do for us so that we will not lose there, we will not lose there. Let's belong somewhere. And I feel that if we belong to the federal colleges team under the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria, will benefit more.
Many thanks for staying with us on your first agricultural TV station, where we've been on the special report on Agricultural Research Council of Nigerian Television, as we've been here at the 68th quarterly meeting of the National Committee of Head of Colleges of Agriculture and Related Disciplines Heads. and where we've been having so many deliberations and discussions, and of course the Executive Secretary of Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria, Dr. Abubakar Adamu Daban, who was the host, and of course admonish them, the heads, to actually pan into the new modus of operandi of the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria. On behalf of the crew members, Miracle, who has been behind the camera, my name is Joshua Ishaya, thanking you for being a part of it. Bye for now.